My guest today, and it's an honor to have the CIW national champion, big league Landon Monahan with me. Landon, how you doing today?
Good. How are you, Chris?
I'm good. You know, Landon, I can't say that we're close personal friends, but I can say that I have known you for a while, and we have worked together in CIW for a bit now. I notice a huge transformation in your attitude and your outlook. Early on, I had a hard time even talking to you. It seemed like you were in a spot where I don't know, maybe you didn't want to be, or maybe you felt pressured. What happened?
When I started coming around, when you first came around, I was still in high school, a young kid. Felt like I was always angry at the world, and I felt like there's so much pressure and so many eyes on me to succeed. And it would get to me.
Was it like some family situation too, the pressure?
Yeah, because I mean, just the legacy of the name, and just the thought of me having to live up to that name.
The Monahan Mafia, that's a huge name in professional wrestling. I think everybody knows that. You know, I know that in high school you played basketball and you were very successful. And I know that you had some offers from colleges and different people, and you were kind of not sure which way you were going to go. Now, was the not sure due to the pressure and everything?
Yes, definitely. Like you said, I was super successful, so I always wanted to play basketball. I always leaned towards basketball, but then there was also the wrestling aspect of things, and
You became more comfortable with wrestling.
yeah.
Because I myself personally noticed a huge transition in you. We started talking. I felt, hey, he's my buddy. You know, this was pretty cool, man. So, I mean, I am really happy for you if you are pursuing something that you really want to do. That makes a big difference,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
You know, you're a year and a half out of high school. You said a minute ago, I was a young high school guy. You're still a young guy. Uh, but you're a year and a half out of high school. You have Championship International Wrestling gold. You know, that is quite a feat. You don't see that much in the world today. So the transition has been so extreme and so intense. Man, I'm geeked up every time you get in the ring. I can't wait to do commentary on you.
I appreciate that. I mean, yeah. Once I realized wrestling is what I wanted to do, it became very serious for me. You know, and I took it serious. The working aspect of everything. Worked my butt off and grinded, and now I'm here.
You definitely did. Well, there you have it, fans. You heard it straight from the CIW national champion. And you know what? I'm so happy to call you my friend.
Thank you.
It's a match for the number one contenders for the CIW Tag Team Championships. A bout that otherwise needs little in the way of introduction because, Chris, it's the Monahans going against Next Level.
Well, the Monahan Mafia. You know, it's truly amazing. It's like, seems like trouble follows them anywhere they go. You know, people tell me, well, you know, Nitro's trying to make a comeback. You know, Nitro never wanted to make a comeback. He didn't want to go out there and do this. This was kind of pushed on him because of everything that's happened with the Monahan Mafia. Well, he's the leader of the Mafia, so he has to come back and he has to stick up for his kids. And I'll tell you what, man, I give him a lot of credit. The last NWA champion.
Well, the thing is, it's going to be a war in that middle of the ring because they got Next Level. These two never got along. It's a war that's going to be happening in the middle of that ring, Mark, and I'm excited and I am all for it.
And Mark, you hit it right on the head when you said number one contenders, because I'll tell you what, the Monahans, they want nothing but gold, baby.
And we've got to watch out for the swag champ, Ren Jones, at ringside. Let's go up to the ring.
world champion, the swag champ himself, Ren Jones. They represent the next level, War Dog, Tessin Gates, and Simply Divine, Dustin Divine. And their opponents, representing the Monahan Mafia, the team of Big Country, King Monahan and Phil Nitro.
This is huge right here. This is going to determine the #1 contender for the CIW Tag Team Championship. I just recently sat down and did an interview with the Monahan Mafia. I'll tell you what, that's coming out on Facebook. You got to check that out. It was really, really interesting.
Straight to the #1 contender.
Well, what's the biggest takeaway that we should know? What's going on in the Monahan's minds right now? How is Nitro feeling? Phil Monahan, he's taking some beatings as of late.
Well, I'll tell you what, he is ready for what's going on. He's able, he is not the guy that wanted to make a comeback. It was kind of forced on him to come back. There's a big difference there. And I can tell you right now that the Monahans have only one thing in mind, and that's gold.
Dustin Divine on the outside. It will be Tessin Gates along with Big Country Caden Monahan who start this off. But Dustin Divine there on the outside with his little spray bottle, always looking he's just always in peak form and ready to be on TV, Josh. The man who calls himself the swag champ on the outside of the ring, Ren Jones, is in a sweatsuit and hoodie like he's just on his way to the party store. What's going on here?
Well, the thing is, with Ren Jones, he could do whatever the hell he wants, supposedly. But the thing is, I'm surprised our official, Stabby, is going to let him slide through by being in ringside, and I hope this is going to be a fair contest. I know this is a blood feud between the Monahans and Next Level, but the thing is, we've got to have a #1 contender, a fair and square contest.
Thus far, Tessin evading Caden Monahan. Certainly a speed advantage would go to Tessin, but he got caught. And now in the clutches, look at the low cross.
Remember how we have seen Tessin Gates made his debut by the end of Season 2. This is Season 3, and he is finally going to get some damage done to him.
Did you notice how Big Country stepped into that tackle?
It was Tessin who had the momentum bouncing off the ropes, and then he still bounced off of Caden.
He stepped right into it, and that's why, man. 380 pounds, come on.
And now Phil Nitro Monahan is in the ring. Nice tag team combination and a big elbow drop going for the cover. But a little risky, and a poke to the eye. I mean, a little risky by Nitro Monahan by pinning right in front of the Simply Divine Dustin Divine.
These guys better watch out, because when the heavy lumber comes out from him, they're going to be quivering, baby.
Winners, as we said, will be #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships. And Phil Nitro Monahan is a former 11-time CIW Tag Team Champion, going for a pin, 2 count only.
But Mark, don't forget, he held the last NWA championship too. He's the last NWA champion on earth, Phil Nitro Monahan.
Former national champion, former member of Demolition. Josh, you may have not been around back then, but it happened.
Now, I do my research, like you, Mark Roberts. But as you can see, Tessin Gates, I have some regrets to be in the ring with the Monahan Mafia. Look at those clubbing blows.
You know, Phil had a very successful run with Malice as Legion. They were tag team champions. They were together for about 11 years. So, you know, there's a lot of experience in the ring right now with Phil Nitro Monahan.
Oh, a nice chop, and Tessa Gates is on out of here.
That big man just put a little beef in that chop.
Big Country. Chicken Champ trying to get that started. Nice splash in the corner.
Not
Moved
even,
about an inch.
yeah, not even going to let Tessin Gates have a moment. Not going to let him catch his breath. As soon as he's in the ring, Caden's on him.
But as you can see, guys, the right to the eyes, and now Dustin Divine holding the arms back, and Monahan, Phil has got enough of this. Doesn't like to see his son to get a beatdown like that, but the numbers game is just going to be too much.
A lot for Stabby to have to navigate here, trying to keep one man in and one man out from each team.
A nice code breaker by Simply Divine. And now this is going to smell trouble. A big senton on the back.
Going for a pin.
One. No, only at 1 count. And you know that Dustin Divine doesn't like the Monahans one bit. It was Landon Monahan who took that national title away from Simply Divine, Dustin Divine.
Oh, believe me, he never forgot that. He still in his head thinks he's the champion.
But he has to face reality at some point.
Reality, that's a dirty word to him.
I still think that if I were going to buy shares in the future of any wrestler in CIW, I would be buying some stock in Dustin Divine. There isn't a more complete young athlete in this region today, doing a good job of playing the referee here. Oh, Stabby's not going to take anymore. Stabby's had enough. He's getting Ren Jones out of here.
A great sign of authority by Stabby, making sure that this #1 contender could be fair and square. Even Steven now. And it looks like a double belly to back suplex.
I felt like the whole building shook.
Going for the cover, but only a 2 count.
I get the sense that Ren Jones has been kicked out of most buildings he's in.
I love this referee. I'm going to tell you that right now. This guy took charge.
Referee Stabby Smith making sure this is a fair contest, and now Tessa Gates just shoving Phil Nitro Monahan.
You see, they do this distraction thing here, you know, so they can get some dirty work in on Big Country. It's really amazing the way the next level works. They are a well-oiled, well-functioning machine.
They're like a pack of wolves, if you say.
Man, boy, that summed it up.
Nice forearm shot by Tessa Gates.
Mark, I know you know who made that forearm famous, that forearm jolt.
Tell me.
The late, great Sailor Art Thomas.
Well, Sailor Art Thomas was a heck of a body guy.
Splash in that corner. Tessa Gates makes the tag and a super kick.
Spiritual successor here in Dustin Divine.
I see a tooth come out on that kick.
I mean, that's probably just a little bit of chew Caden had in his mouth. I don't know.
Tessa Gates is on the top rope.
Looking very comfortable up there. Just gonna do some hip gyrations too. Oh, Nitro's had enough.
Oh,
There
down
goes Dustin.
There goes Tessa Gates.
I think Tessin got knocked down just by Dustin crashing with the top rope as he went over, right?
Well, I think the hips could lie a little bit.
Took both men out at once.
That was enough for Big Big Country to shake those cobwebs out of his head.
But Dustin Divine just pulling Nitro off the corner.
There's so many Monahans, I can't keep up with them.
And they're all pretty big boys too.
Nitro, Big Country, Big League.
Double dome crusher by Phil Nitro Monahan, and quickly making the tag back to Big Country. I think that was a little risky.
That double noggin knocker, Mark, that's from my era, baby.
Oh, and a 2-for-1 special, and down goes Tessa Gates.
Stabby going to take a look at the man.
Wait a minute, what's going on?
That's Red Jones with the low blow.
And Caden
Where'd he go?
just collapses underneath the weight of Dustin Devine.
No,
the
wait a
referee
second.
is in. And that's it.
Where's Red Jones? Wait a minute. Oh, DOA, baby, right here.
No. Absolutely not. No. We are not doing it this way. No. You, sir, get to the back. Get ready for your team. Get to the back. Get out of here. What? Get out of here, bro. Absolutely not. We are not doing this. We won. We're the number one contender. Restart this match right now.
The bell has rung, and we are restarting our new matchmaker.
Our new director of authority, Josh.
Oh, and Dustin Devine coming in the hard way. Caden Monahan can only hope that he's had enough time to recover from that low blow, but right now the Monahans are mean and angry and ready to take their frustrations out on next level. Here comes Caden.
Big splash by Big Country.
Freight train coming through.
The Monahan Express is about to take off even further because we got a Big Country splash. 1, 2, 3.
He could have counted to 5, Chris Carter.
Man, the new number one contenders.
Toledo, make some noise. CIW Pro Wrestling presents Now or Never from the Believe Center, Sunday, April 12th. Doors open at 4, bell time at 5. Tickets available at CIWProWrestling.com. CIW, it's now or never.
CIW fans, I'm Deshaun Forbes, live from Rascal's Most Wanted in Waldron, Michigan. Please welcome my guest at this time, Andy Shen.
That's enough, and it's Shane, you melonhead. This is how it works. The CIW frickin' panel of board of directors have kept me off wrestling for 2 frickin' years. I'm back. What that means is just this. That's bad news for everyone in CIW. That's good news for Andy Shane. Boys, you are in peril. You are in freaking danger, and no one's coming. You best self-rescue. Here's the problem. The only one coming is Andy Shane, and I come with bad intentions. You're done.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let's get back to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a singles bout with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first to my right, weighing in at 250 pounds, from Brooklyn, Michigan, the Enforcer, Andy Shane.
Right there, baby. The best you'll ever see. Put a cork in it.
And his opponent, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 165 pounds,
The world's greatest wrestler,
the
the best
Bless,
you've ever seen.
Riley
That was actually
Santos.
But I digress. 2 big drop kicks here by Riley.
I'll tell you what, that's only making Andy mad. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, nearly takes the kid's head off with that clothesline. I don't think Riley's feeling very blessed right now.
Now he's got something around his throat there, and he's choking him. I can't quite see what that is, but
Well, does the referee, I guess, is the question.
what a huge body slam. I mean, he drove him right into that mat mark. It's unbelievable.
That may have been a piece of Riley's gear. Oh, beautiful power slam. You see, take all of the air out of this young man.
Oh, boy, that wasn't enough. What's he going to do? Oh, no, look out. 2, 3.
That's banned in 17 states for a reason, Chris Carter.
The pile driver, probably the most excruciating move in professional wrestling.
You're banned in 15 of those states, and we've got a winner. Keep that guy away from me.
I'm telling you, it's kind of frightening the way he is. Mark.
Come on.
You can't just leave well enough alone. He just wants to punish and punish and punish. We need a little help out here or something. This is not going in a good place, Mark. He's whipping him with a chain now.
After blunt force trauma to this young man's spine, now we finally got some help out here.
Big country, Landon Monahan comes to the rescue.
What you did? More meat for the grinder.
National championship on the line here on CIW Ringside. It's going to be Big League Landon Monahan defending against a monster, Chris, in Cody Gray.
Cody Gray, I don't know is he human? He seems like he's half demon, half beast.
A little bit of pig, maybe. Yeah.
This guy seems to me to be unstoppable. He is so large, and for a man that big, his athletic ability is unbelievable. He's a 400-pound man that can throw a drop kick, Mark. Well, I don't know. What else can I say about that?
Well, I see, Josh, that you're on your little sports betting apps all the time. Who you got here?
Well, the thing is, a lot of people are pulling for Landon. A lot of people are expecting Big Hungry to walk away victorious because of the size advantage. But Landon's a tall son of a bee, But could he walk away? Only time will tell. Let's send it to the ring, Mark.
Action right now, CIW National Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the CIW National Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He is accompanied tonight by the potentate of hate, Abdullah Farouk. From Clark County, Ohio. Weighing in tonight at 400 pounds. Big Hungry Cody Gray.
Hey, Phil! I'm gonna eat your baby boy tonight!
And his opponent weighs in tonight at 235 pounds. From Miami, Florida, he is your CIW National Heavyweight Champion, Big League.
And we've seen Cody Gray destroyed 2 men at the same time recently. So what's he got in store for Landon Monahan here?
I'll tell you what, there's been such a change in Landon Monahan. I'm putting my money on him.
Landon Monahan, we talk about all the time, a stellar athlete, a standout basketball player. Could have chosen that path in life. He is fighting in the spirit of the Monahans and taking it right to Cody Gray tonight.
And look at those shots to the sternum to Cody Gray. Monahan making sure he's got to keep the big man down, but Big Hungry, you just saw the red in his eyes. And wow! Nice chop by Cody Gray. Landon is in trouble and a big splash.
Oh, but Landon follows this man out.
Anything you could do, I could do better, but the potato hate just pulling the feet of Landon. And as you can see, Landon's all alone, Mark Roberts.
Oh, you're pulling my foot.
Oh, no.
Uranagi goes for a cover, but it does not get very far.
It looked like a Uranagi slash side effect combination by Cody Gray.
That took an effect on Landon. Look at him holding the back of his neck. His head snapped off that mat when it hit.
Vicious headbutt.
Cody Gray is just so big. He's just everywhere. You got to feel like you just can't get away from him.
Is this your boy right here? Hulkamania?
With Landon on that center strand, only for the potentate to get involved and do a little bit of strangling on his own.
Referee's getting a good sense of what's going on in this match. I'm thinking he's going to keep an eye on things.
Right when the bell just rang, it was a hockey fight between these two. They weren't budging, but right now, Big Hungry drilling his shoulder right into the sternum, and that uppercut is just nasty.
That headbutt, I'll tell you what, that is really something that he does it like on the side of your head. He does it on the front part, but on the side where your temple is.
Come on, Landon! Come on! Fight for your game, boy!
Cutting off the air supply of Landon Monahan is the 400-pound challenger. Landon fighting his way back up to his feet. He wants to create some space. He wants to get out of the grasp of Cody Gray, and he does.
But Cody Gray just making sure that that tunnel is still going to be dim dark because Cody Gray just bulldozed right through Landon.
I know you guys know what a Luthez press is. That was like a Luthez standing there.
Just not going to give an inch, not budging at all is Cody Gray, using his full form as a weapon.
Nice suplex.
A 400-pound man does a snap suplex. That's amazing.
Yeah, Cody Gray's a weird guy, but you can't take away from what he can do in a wrestling ring.
He possesses incredible athleticism for a man this size.
4 years ago, I met Cody Gray, and this is not the same man 4 years ago. This is a different Cody Gray. Cody Gray is showing that aggression. He wants to make sure that he can walk away with some championship gold around his waist.
Are you sure he isn't just disguised by the camouflage?
Fair enough, Mark, but I mean, this is a Cody Gray that he's more confident and more in this ring. He's showing everyone why he's called Big Hungry for a reason.
Looks like he's ready to take a bite out of Landon Monahan.
Josh, I have to agree with you 100%. It seems like he is very confident out there that this is his place to be.
He's got quite an opportunity here with a shot at the national championship.
Landon's a bit worse for wear at the moment.
No way.
I don't know what what Landon thinks is going to happen, but no, Landon's upside down now.
Landon getting out of it. He's trying to pick up the big man. A destroyer! Wow! Right on the dome. The big man is down. Cover! No.
Landon couldn't lift Cody, but he was able to ride the momentum there and spike him down hard.
Man, I couldn't believe what I saw.
That was nothing but pure adrenaline, gentlemen.
Oh, my head.
The adrenaline rush that you get in a wrestling match is something like you've never seen before or felt.
That's why we see many wrestlers chasing that dragon for a long, long time. Going blow for blow here. Both of these men are rocked.
But both of these guys are on spaghetti legs and a pump kick.
Yeah, and you can see Cody's. Oh, there he goes.
We are very familiar with that front drop kick, and both of these guys are down. The champion and the challenger, only one could make it to their feet right now, but I don't know if this could happen because the gas tank is decreasing more and more.
Cody Gray had everything in a last-ditch effort. He did everything in his power to throw that drop kick.
Cody Gray is using that top rope to get back to his feet. Big choke slam!
He was able to use his Cody's momentum to get him up and do that. That was absolutely incredible.
But as you can see, Chris, smart ring awareness by Cody Gray, by getting out of the ring so he does not get pinned by Monahan.
No, you're right, Josh. He's got some time. He's going to recoup and get himself back together again. The potentate of hate's getting some words of wisdom to him. But Landon, he's relentless in his attack right now. He knows where this is going. I think he has got a great idea what he's got to do.
Landon was flush in landing that choke slam. Now there's a fight outside the ring, and Landon takes a steel post to the head.
That steel post shows no mercy. I can attest to that.
Ooh. And the referee's on the count of 7, guys.
Man, somebody better get back in there. There you go, Landon.
Whoa! Landon made it back in and successfully defends his championship.
The potentate of hate is ready to lose his mind.
Are you serious?
Oh, wait a minute here. Come on.
I mean, there is no love lost right there. Cody Gray is...
Oh, he's attacking the referee.
Our official is down.
Here we go. Here's some help. Cavalry's coming in.
Yeah, the locker room is just going to pull these two apart.
Here's Nitro. You know, that's his son out there.
And look at this. It's like a exchange. This fight is happening. I say let it happen because, my goodness, as much as not a happy camper Cody Gray is, he wants to make sure that he can pin that man in the middle of the ring.
You know, we're gonna need a taser, a stun gun, and some tear gas to get this situation under control.
And wait a second,
Landon broke free again.
happening here tonight?
It's out of control here.
CIW Ringside has got a fight night in it.
Big country Landon Monahan's out there. Phil Nitro Monahan. Referee Ray Orndorff out there trying to get some sanity back and everything around here. It's completely out of control.
And look at Cody Gray. He broke free, Chris.
Oh, man, these guys are going to need to. They're in danger of knocking the lights over, knocking the whole set down.
We might not have a set anymore.
I think the whole dressing room is emptied out.
This one is far from over. We're going to see more of it. Oh, Nitro now. Get involved.
Anarchy.
Devil.